Have you ever wondered what helps us move our body, determine the color of our eyes, how we maintain body heat? All of these processes are done with the help of functional groups. Today we'll talk about the structure of functional groups, where they are found, and their effects on cellular functions. A functional group is a combination of atoms that are reactive and define large biochemical molecules. They are responsible for many functional properties and chemical reactions in the body, such as cellular respiration, protein production, and much more. There are 6 functional groups that we will touch on today: hydroxyl, carbonyl, carboxyl, amino, phosphate, and sulfhydryl, which can be present on a molecule to help carry out its functions. R is used to represent the rest of the organic molecule. Hydroxyls are made of oxygen and hydrogen and have a partial negative charge, which makes them polar and capable of hydrogen bonding. They are often found in sugars and alcohol. Here's an example. Ethanol has a hydroxyl group, making it polar and hydrophilic due to hydrogen bonding capabilities. This means ethanol is soluble and can be used as an energy source. Carbonyl is a carbon double bonded to oxygen. It can be present in a molecule as a ketone or an aldehyde. An aldehyde is found at the end of a molecule, where a hydrogen is then added to balance bonds. An example is glucose. A ketone is found in the middle of a molecule and can be found in fructose. Both of these sugars are carbohydrates and are used for the production of energy in a cell. A carboxyl is made from a carbonyl and a hydroxyl bonded to a carbon. This makes COOH. Carboxyl groups are acidic as they are a hydrogen source. When put in water, the hydrogen ion tends to break off, leaving an ionized form of carboxyl. This hydrophilic form is called a carboxylate group and is a weak acid. Carboxyls are found on the end of fatty acid chains. Through esterification, they can bond with a hydroxyl group on glycerol. The carboxyl group makes it possible for glycerol to become mono, di, or triglyceride. This overall structure makes fat, which is important for long-term energy storage, keeping cell membranes flexible, and thermal insulation. Next are amino groups, which consist of nitrogen attached to 2 hydrogens. When attached to a molecule, it can accept hydrogen ions, creating a positive charge, which allows amino groups to act as a base. Amino groups make up part of amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins. Proteins are extremely important molecules which are used throughout the body for functions ranging from hormones, pigments, enzymes, and many more. A sulfhydryl group consists of sulfur bonded to hydrogen. 2 sulfhydryls could then form a strong intermolecular bond called a disulfide bridge. This bond is important for the production of some proteins as it causes proteins to fold when being made. And finally, a phosphate group consists of a phosphate atom surrounded by 4 oxygen atoms. They are negatively charged, hydrophilic, and can be in ionized or unionized form. Since phosphate groups can release hydrogen ions, they are considered acidic. Phosphates can be found in many different forms of cellular functions. For example, phosphate groups are a key component of the structure of DNA. They make the backbone of DNA, as they are part of nucleotides, which make up nucleic acids. DNA is incredibly important as it carries the genetic information for the development, growth, as well as production of proteins. So, we now know the structure of functional groups, have seen some examples of where they are found, and how they are used throughout the body. The next time you wonder how your body works, just know functional groups help make it happen. Thanks for listening.